Yo, what going on, What's really good? Myself Ray, yeah, back again with another one, innit, yeah. Today we got this animated story, innit, yeah. Truth be told, no idea where it's going, but the title says She Belongs to Everybody, yeah. So that sounds interesting and fun and funny, you get me, innit, yeah. So, boom, we're gonna get into it, innit, yeah. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, innit, yeah. Bang the like button, bang the subscribe thing, join the gang, join the fam. You know the thing set, my keys, innit, listen. Man's gonna start my thing, yeah. Boom, bam, yeah. Let's go. She Belongs to Everybody, animated story.
I think there's a misconception between what a good friend is and what a real friend is. You see, a good friend will go out of their way not to hurt your feelings, even though they see you going down the wrong path, which technically makes you a bad friend. A real friend will call you out on your BS and not give two monkey scalps about how you feel, because at the end of the
Facts.
day, they
real shit. Sometimes as a good friend, you have to stick it on your brethren, innit? Yeah, especially when they're fucking up and they're moving mad. You have to tell them, you get me? You can't be too nice, fam. You get me? You can't be too soft. You have to tell them straight how it is, fam. It's for them. Do you get me? Innit? They need to hear it.
know it's for your own good, even though they look like the villain at the moment. On my end of the stick, before I turned 20, I was the good friend, the nice MFer, occasionally savage sometimes, but mostly nice. All because I struggled with fear. The fear that I would lose friends if I kept it 100 with them. And this was my downfall. People would be pissed when I would muster up enough courage. People would be pissed when I would muster up enough courage to tell them the truth.
No, what you say, innit? Yeah, when it comes to brethren, I've experienced that as well, innit? Yeah, sometimes I struggle to be like 100% ruthlessly honest with my friends, innit? Yeah, because same time, because I care for them, innit? Yeah, but I'm very honest with myself, innit? Yeah, like I'm savagely honest with myself. Do you get me, innit? Yeah, maybe it's a fault of mine, innit? Yeah, because sometimes I feel like maybe some people can't take such harsh honesty, especially when they're going through shit. Do you get me, innit? Yeah, I try to be a good friend and be there for them, but I really want to tell them the hardest truth. But I don't know. Sometimes for some people, I feel like that can crumble them. Do you get me? Rather than lift them up. I'm all for hard truths, innit? Yeah, I'll take it 100%, innit? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's a techie one. Let me know what you guys think, innit?
Truth, bruh. And I limited myself because of this. Before what I am now, a real nigga, I always felt like if I kept it real with people in general, they'd hate my guts. Like if I told them, hey, stop smoking crack, it can lead to death. And you turn around and be like, shut up. You don't tell me what I can and can't do with my body. I love crack. So guess what? I'm gonna smoke this crack. Why you worried about my health anyway? Because
that's a big bitch.
However, me now would have been like, hey, stop smoking crack. And before my homie would even blink, I would have took the crack and punted it like a football player. No! So let me take y'all back to before I stopped being a yes man and achieved real nigga status. It was freshman year of college, and in that year, it was a fresh start, a new beginning, a place where I could start over and get away from the torment I went through in high school. Now, I can honestly say this was the best school years of my life. However, going into this lifestyle straight out of high school, I only had friends that were guys. But during that year, I gained a good amount of friends that were girls. And one of those friend girls that I had the best relationship with was this girl. We're going to name her Ruby. Mainly because we love trash talking to each other. That was the one thing that set her apart from the others. I could say whatever I wanted and we'd laugh it off later on. She wasn't that sensitive. I'm not going to say how our conversations went, but just know they were always graphic, and it made us have a high level of comfortability around each other, which is cool and all that, but you know how the saying goes, all things good must come to an end. Because even though that set her apart from the other friend girls I had, it wasn't always mangoes and oranges with her. Ruby loved to hear things she wanted to hear and not things she needed to.
Face. Look at her face, fam. Look at the air just sucking in the BS, fam. That's bad.
Here. And I was a factor in why she kept that mentality, because I entertained her BS. She would always boo-hoo cry over how she wants her perfect relationship like this and her man to do this and him to look this way and niggas ain't nothing and they always do her wrong, blah, 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 blah. And me being the yes man I was back then, I'd be like, yeah, you'll find them one day, and tell her things to boost her head up when clearly she had a problem. And here's what it was. I didn't know at the time Ruby was a well-known gardening tool. If you know, you know. I lived on campus back then, so many people should know, like in a video I made before where I explained how college works, at night is where it all goes down. One night I get off of work, I'm walking to my dorm, I see Ruby walking where it all goes down. One night I get off...
Man pull up in the Lamborghini skiing at college, yeah.
For work, I'm walking to my dorm, I see Ruby walking into my dorm with a hoodie on, tights, and a purse. Now in my mind, the first time, that's normal for every college, Ruby got herself a little appointment, I'ma just mind my business because that ain't got nothing to do with me since she wants to live young, wild, and free. I wake up the next morning, I see her walk out with a dude. I'm thinking, all right, it's very clear she completed the mission. The war's over. The war wasn't over. Later the next night, the same thing happened like the night before. I wake up the next morning, she walks out with a different guy.
Oh, shit.
Okay, 2 is normal,
Ruby
but not that questionable. Later that
Ruby
night, the same thing happened like that.
Sorry, my cough.
I wake up the next morning, she walks out with a different guy.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
my nigga sisters are starting to tingle at this point. During lunch that specific day, I'll pull her over to the side and be like, yo, hey, I see you doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? Just calm down a little bit, you know? It's cool and all. 1 or 2 times, it's cool. But just slow down, you know? This ain't NASCAR. Pedal to the metal, brakes. You know, do you though? She understands, she leaves. Later that night, the same thing happened like the night before. I wake up the next morning, different guy. Y'all starting to see a pattern here. Like, who turned this girl into a nympho? And the only reason I always saw her walk out every time was because my window showed the walkway into the building and my bed was right next to the window. I saw this happening so many times, I stopped counting. One day I'm chilling in the Union building and she walked up to me so geeked, happier than a tap dancing penguin in the Ice Age. And she's like, Mello, am I a hoe? Okay, Ruby, let me ask you this. Have you been doing hoe things?
What?
Well, this is a little embarrassing, and don't tell anybody, but...
I can't make this up. These are words coming straight out of her mouth. She tells me that she's been smashed on every floor, in every room, in every dorm on campus. Bro, what? That is another level of thottery. You know how many...
That is uber thottery. Uber whore. Slut. Douchebag. Sorry, I need any of you lot got a strip sulfur, man. I think my throat's moving a bit, man. Still.
Rooms are in those dorms we have. Right now, she has more bodies than a Madara massacre. I backed up because I ain't want to catch. She has more bodies than a Madara massacre. I backed up because I ain't want to catch nothing but my breath because I almost had a stroke hearing that. I don't know what made Ruby decide to turn into Dora, but a lot of niggas explored ya. If a blunt had a body, it would be her because she been passed around a lot like a church collection plate. After hearing something like that, the fear left my body completely, and I sat her down and explained to her that at this point,
hey, this shit's killing me, bro.
She was just an object to people. How much value she had and how a woman should actually carry herself, because the way she was carrying herself was the complete opposite, and that she needed to stop. Not slow down, stop.
What?
Then she turns around and tells me that when she was a kid, her parents were strict. They never let her do anything, and she's just trying to have fun.
It's always the strict parents, innit? Yeah. Hey, listen. Strict parents, you're turning your daughters into whores. Whores. You gotta give them a little bit of freedom. You gotta give them a little bit of trust. Otherwise, when they get away from you, all of that pent up repression that they didn't get to leave out, they're gonna go and try. They're gonna do like my girl and go move ham with it and go cray with it. Yeah. Little bit of flipping, little bit of freedom, little bit of trust. Yeah, it goes a long way. Do you get me? Let them at least experience being out and being around people. Do you get me? To know their boundaries instead of penting it all up and then fucking exploding like fucking Optimus Prime and shit, trying to fuck all the fucking everyone in the fucking dorms and shit. That's mad.
That's deep and all that, but I still had to grow a pair and tell her what she needed to hear because I didn't want to be a factor that aids her to death so she can never get burned again because I know she's been clapped religiously. And again,
this guy, bad puns, fam, bad puns.
like I said before, she was a stubborn airhead, so she did exactly what I expected her to do. She let it go through one ear and out the other and continued to do the same thing in the dorms at night, every night. Where is she now? I don't know. Moral of the story, as the great Jermaine Cole once said.
Yeah.
Sing it with me. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved.
Trust me, brother. Alright, that's the end of that one, innit? Yeah, that was banter, innit? That was jokes, fam. Yeah, listen, parents out there, please, like, allow your kids some freedom, innit? Yeah, or they're gonna turn into tatties. Tatties. You get me? Yeah, that's peak, man. Girl said every dorm, every floor, that is too much. It's too much. Can you realize? Yeah. Not saying girls can't get theirs, innit? Yeah, but actually no, truth be told, that's another video, innit? Yeah, because that's another video, innit? Yeah, about girls getting theirs and shit, innit? Yeah, let me not even move on with it, innit? Yeah. But still, listen, yeah, that's it for this one, innit? Yeah, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, yeah? Bang the like button, bang the subscribe thing, join the gang, join the family, get me, yeah? Myself, Rated Boy, the Kid One, the Don, your mom's favourite son, what's up, auntie, yeah? I want to see you guys in another video, yeah? Bless up.